We want to send the message down to Madison to both Governor Walker and the Republicans that we're out here. We're still behind them.
I think that they're wrong and misguided in what they're doing, and I think that this is going to have terrible, terrible consequences for Wisconsin.
Welcome back to our second half hour. Some Walker supporters taking their efforts on the road these days, but the debate continues no matter the destination. The national group Americans for Prosperity has launched a Stand with Walker bus tour across the state.
Now, the group stopped in Ashwaubenon this morning, but that group was met with some opposition. Fox 11's Beth Jones brings us both sides.
A handful of Walker supporters with Americans for Prosperity are taking their efforts behind the wheel and traveling around the state. The group's leadership includes David Koch. The businessman contributed to Walker's campaign and is the executive vice president of Koch Industries. He's the chairman of the AFP's foundation board. The group stop in Ashwaubenon drew local Walker supporters inside the Holiday Inn and the anti-bill supporters outside. The bus is expected to travel to 10 cities across the state.
We want to send the message down to Madison to both Governor Walker and the Republicans that we're out here. We're still behind them, and we're going to stay behind them, and that's important.
Americans for Prosperity, like, who isn't? I think that they're wrong, and that their hearts are probably in the right place as well, but I think that they're wrong and misguided in what they're doing.
Coordinators say they've had about 1,000 people sign the Stand with Walker petition since the tour began. They expect that to at least double by the time they reach Madison on Sunday.
Among those traveling with the bill supporters is Joe the plumber. He's the one who challenged now President Barack Obama about his small business tax policy during the 2008 presidential race.
Our choices have to be made, so I'm just trying to bolster the people up around Wisconsin, just keep speaking their minds and not be afraid.
Despite his efforts to help those for Walker, anti-bill protesters seem to be taking his advice to speak up.
We're here to try to get people to understand that that's just not about the money. It's just not about the pension.
While most protesters left after the bus headed out, some took their efforts behind the wheel as well and followed the opposition as it headed to its next stop. In Ashwaubenon, Beth Jones, Fox 11 News.
Ashwaubenon public safety officers were at the event today, and they say everything was peaceful.